So this presentation is going to be about me being a consultant for Chipotle, and in this presentation I will be going over I will be addressing the issue of Chipotle, what's going on, and how I can, and my five proposal steps on what I think we should do if I was the consultant at Chipotle and how to turn this around for them in a good way. Let's dive into it. Let's first acknowledge the issue. In recent news, Chipotle has been under fire for having food poisoning in the food that they serve to customers, making them sick. The virus is in the ingredients in the food that it makes people feel sick and throw up and get really sick. So that's the issue. That's what's happening. Chipotle has even been shut down, as it even says. It's been under backlash and backfire. So now let's dive into the 5 modules, the solutions on how to fix this, how they can turn around, what I think as your consultant, what I feel Chipotle should do. Proposal number 1. The first is that my proposal as a consultant is I recommend Chipotle do surveys every month for customers trying their food and how many of them got food poisoning, who didn't, and what they thought about the food. This survey will be completed on Facebook, on the Facebook page of Chipotle, its Instagram page, and Twitter page. The customers in the store will be told if they do this survey, they will build store credits that save money on their next meal. So with this survey, everyone uses social media, correct? So with this being said, and everyone likes Chipotle. Chipotle is a really popular restaurant and a popular brand. So obviously, for me as a customer, if you told any customer, which we'll dive into more in a second, a famous celebrity who's a customer, if you told them, hey, since you bought your burrito bowl or burrito, you will basically get, if you do this survey online telling us how you feel about the food and if you feel good, if it made you feel sick, if you do this survey online on our Facebook page or on our Instagram page or Twitter page, you will automatically receive store credits that save money on your next meal. So this is a good way to attract people with using social media platforms to get Chipotle off the ground and turning the situation around so no one gets food poisoning. Proposal number 2. My second proposal is I would recommend all Chipotle restaurants sanitize everything in their restaurants, for counters to restrooms and anything that is handled by people every 2 hours to be cleaned. Chipotle will have a symbol outside their restaurants of the famous USA, with the symbol that will be used outside the restaurants will be the famous USA international player and current Chelsea player, Christian Pulisic, who will be he'll be on the symbol outside the restaurant of him eating his burrito bowl, saying in the ad, he'll basically say in the ad, everyone here at Chipotle sanitizes and stays clean, which symbolizes that this place is clean, and Chipotle gives is a really healthy environment that's clean and healthy, and they take precautions. So automatically, even if I saw that ad, I'd be like, whoa, typically, what is your reaction when you see an ad like that? If someone says, hey, this restaurant's clean and it's not dirty, it's clean, it's sanitized, and you see a famous person like him on there, you're gonna be like, okay, I believe it. So let me go to my third proposal. Proposal number 3. Chipotle restaurants should advertise on TV that they are hiring better chefs, being in charge of the ingredients and how the food should be prepared and cleaned. The college students and high school students have a lot of experienced cooks teaching them than they had before, and they advise to wear gloves and not come to work sick. So when you have really experienced chefs like this that are in the workforce, that are especially working next to you in a place like Chipotle, the Chipotle is going to be a better place. It's going to be a better restaurant because you have more experienced cooks that have been doing this for many years, that went to culinary school. So they're obviously going to advise the college and high school students that have never done this before, even people who aren't college and high school students that are looking for a job that never have worked at Chipotle. Having these experienced people around these people are going to be like, you know what, guys, I'm experienced, I've done this, so listen to me. We're going to wear gloves, we're going to sanitize, we're going to wear masks. Don't come to work sick. If you're sick, go home, because so many college and high school students, and I've seen this before when I worked at Starbucks. I've worked with coworkers that were sick, but they still came to work, and you had to keep it on the down low because it's food, right? Sanitized. But typically, like if you're having really experienced chefs, and stuff like that, they're going to tell you, no, 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 we're going to take precaution here. I'm in charge. Listen to me. I've done this for many years, more than all of you, so trust me. So that having the best chefs will make Chipotle a better restaurant to stop this food poisoning. So now let's go down to the next one. Proposal number 4. Now, the vegetables the animals use to create Chipotle's food. Chipotle is typically made from vegetables and cows and the animals. So typically, what caused this virus to get sick was because the virus that they found. Because according to the research that I've done, especially in the YouTube video by Vox. I think it's Vox. Basically, according to research, the virus that was found in the ingredients in the food used to serve customers that was in the cow and the vegetables was a virus, and it was found through doing DNA testing on these ingredients. But the thing was, the thing that they found, that scientists and people found, was that Chipotle found was that that um that um that these cows and these plants and these vegetables were poorly cared for. It was an unsafe environment. The cows were given poor nutrition. The cows were sick when they were killed, and then the bacteria in the cows that went to the meat that they were killed fed to us people and the people in Chipotle, and people got sick because they found that the plants were not properly watered and cared for. The cows are not properly cared for. So this is a big problem. This is the root. One of the roots is, obviously the ingredients used to make the food was contaminated pretty much. It's like having dirty hands and eating a sandwich and giving it to someone to eat. They're gonna get sick too. So what I propose is Chipotle sign an agreement with the farmers that are in charge of the vegetables and the cows, and say, look, we will take your farm, your cows, and your plants and your vegetables only if you promise to give these vegetables and these cows the best possible care and respect. Because if you don't, we're going to get food poisoning and our products and our customers are going to get sick and our restaurant is going to be under fire. So let's sign an agreement, and let's make an agreement in court and on documents that you will take good care of these animals and these vegetables, so then they don't get sick and they get the best care, so our customers don't get affected. So I propose that Chipotle push that, because that's really important. If the farmers don't live up to the expectations, then Chipotle's going to cut the deal, and farmers lose money when they're not getting their cows bought or their vegetables bought or their products, and they're getting bad names about their farm because farmers produce things. Farmers produce this stuff for businesses and for restaurants. So yeah, that's number 4. Number 5 is proposal number 5. I think Chipotle should target college and high school students, because I feel like, for me personally, especially when I came to college, even when I look back in my high school days, like I used to eat at Chipotle always after school, and I found that I always, even when I came to Mission College out of high school, I found that like when I'd start eating at Chipotle, I saw a lot of like some of my old high school and college classmates I already started making in Mission College. So I found that a lot of and obviously I know some friends here and there and classmates that have worked at Chipotle too. So I think that your best audience is going to be community college and college students. So I think the best audience to target is college students, and the way we're going to target them is, I think Chipotle should talk to college students and ask them, go on their campus, go on the community college campus and represent Chipotle and say, hello, I'm a representative of Chipotle. I would like to ask you questions. Do they eat at Chipotle? And find the students that eat at Chipotle, talk to the students, and even if they don't, ask them, what advice from your experience hearing about Chipotle or eating there or having friends that eat there, what would you recommend that we as Chipotle, what would we do to make the restaurant a better, more safe and healthy and better place? So then get the opinions of the college students about these adults and even the teenagers in high school, and get them to tell you, okay, you should do it like this, you should do that, and get all the information from them and try to use it to make Chipotle a better place, bouncing off their ideas. So I think, yeah, that are the audience, that college and high school students are what you should target, and talk to them and try to get their opinion how as Chipotle, how can we make it better for them and make it better for people, hearing what they have to say and their opinions and bouncing off their ideas. So those are my 5 proposal steps. I addressed the issue. I gave you 5 proposal steps. So now the next part of this presentation, I'm going to take 4 questions from lawyers, and I'm going to take 4 questions about, why should I listen to you instead of listening to my lawyer. I'm going to do those 4 questions in a moment. So I'm going to cut off the video and do another video that addresses the questions after this. So